Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1981 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Texas Rangers at Arlington Stadium. On the mound for Detroit is Jerry Ujdur, whose record is 0-3 with a 4.28 ERA. And pitching for the Rangers is Don Kainer, whose record is 6-4 with a 5.78 ERA. And so we lost our fourth game in a row yesterday, 8-3 to the Rangers. The Rangers have so far swept the series, and we head into today's final game. Tiger Stadium with a victory. But before we do that today, we have the draft. Today is the 1981 draft, and that will take place immediately after today's game. And I thought, in lieu of doing some informational stuff about a player today, we might just take a quick look at the draft from last season, just to see where some of those players are. So, take a quick look, and then we'll move on to today's game, and then right afterwards, we will have the 1981 draft. Taking a look here, we see that Danny Tartabull was drafted first overall by the Blue Jays, and Tartabull has made up to the majors in both seasons, having 137 at-bats so far. So, and as an 18-year-old, I believe he was batting cleanup, as it seems so many of these first-round picks that have already advanced to the majors have been doing. Look at Kevin Mitchell here for the A's. He's playing every day as a 19-year-old. He's got 8 home runs, so not too shabby. Then we have Kevin Seitzer for the Mets, and he's got a few at-bats this season with 100 in 1980. So it looks like he's on the verge of being an everyday player. Then fourth overall to Atlanta was Dutch Dalton, who got a few late season at-bats last year, and he has remained in the single-A team for the Braves. And then we're looking at Ricardo Saenz, and we know this 19-year-old is playing every day in left field for the Mariners. He's got 9 home runs. He's actually among the league leaders in the American League in homers. 42 Ks, though, so he's striking out. What is that, like 30% of the time? Then we're looking here at Bo Jackson on the Padres. He is yet to play in the majors, still in single-A ball. I say yet, I mean, he's 18 years old, so, I mean, most of these players should not be already in the major leagues. But we take a look here at Eric Davis on the Giants. He's actually in the majors currently, so he has 8 at-bats so far, and it looks like he might get a few more. Then we have Oddibe McDowell on the Sox. He's still in single-A ball. Darryl Strawberry. He is in single-A ball this season, but he did get 124 at-bats in the 1980 season as an 18-year-old. And then we have Rocket Roger Clemens, who's going to be out for the rest of the 1981 season. He made 20 starts. Well, he's had 27 starts overall, 10-11 with a 4.21 ERA, 155 Ks and 205 innings pitched. But with our short season and him being injured for 70 more games, he will be out for the rest of this season. Then we're looking at Dave Clark for the Indians, yet to make it to the majors. Randy Velarde, still in single-A ball. Glenn Bragg, as an 18-year-old, he is playing right field for the Rangers, batting .211. Then we have Sid Fernandez on the Phillies, still in single-A. Jackson on our Detroit Tigers. He was our first overall in the 1980 season, and pitching pretty damn good in We'll probably have him advance to Double-A after today's game. Move him on up. Let's take a look here. This is Doug Drabick. He made 5 starts in 1980 as a 17-year-old for the Royals. 2-3 with a 4.36. Devin White for the Cardinals. Wow, he hasn't even played at all in 1981. I don't know what that's about. Bill Wegman for the Angels. Still in single-A ball for the Angels there. And then we have Jim Lindemann, first baseman, single-A for the Astros. Yankees single-A catcher. On the block, he's actually already trade bait. Wally Joyner on the Reds, still single-A. And then Ivan Calderon, we've seen a lot of him this year. He is the everyday right fielder for the Red Sox and has 9 home runs in his first 300 or so at bats, batting .271. He batted .310 as an 18-year-old in limited duty last year. Alan Cockrell of the Brew Crew, single-A ball. Russ Morman of the Expos, single-A ball. And then we got 2 more here, right? Yeah, then Baltimore, Deion James, still sitting in single-A, and Gene Larkin for the Pirates, also in single-A. So just a quick recap there. Let's go ahead and get to today's game. We have had our closer, Tom Hume. He is now officially back from injury. He was injured in the middle of the season and missed the whole year of ball up to this point. And so we've went ahead and just put him right into the closer role. You'll see here. I guess we'll pull him up just to people get familiarized with him. He pitched 1 game last year for the Reds, came over, 23 games. He was not a closer. In fact, he was a long reliever for us. And he had no record with a 3.42 ERA, 10 Ks, only 8 walks. No saves, but he was actually a closer for the Reds. As you can see here in 79, he had 17 saves, and then he was the closer all the way through the mid-80s for the Reds. And so, I mean, why not stick him in the closer role? We've got nothing to lose. We send Dave Patterson down to the minors and give him a little bit more seasoning. Our lineup today, Ricky Henderson is not available, listed as tired, so we have Barry Bonnell in center field, Gary Hancock back in there at right. Reggie had a great game, still in there in DH. Parrish was off yesterday, back in there at catcher. And we've moved Tom. So we'll see how that works out today against the righty Don Kainer. And here is the official lineup rundown, I guess, for Detroit. We'll take a look here real quick. Batting leadoff and playing third base is Tom. Batting second, playing second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Batting third in left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting cleanup and playing shortstop is Alan Tremmel. Batting fifth at first base is Jason Thompson. Batting sixth and catching is Lance Parrish. Batting seventh and DHing is Reggie Jackson. Batting eighth in center field is Barry Bonnell. And batting ninth in right field is Gary Hancock. Here's Don Kainer on the mound for the Rangers today, making his 14th start. He's 6-4 with a 5.78 ERA. Only 32 Ks in 90 innings pitched. A little bit better than last year as far as that walk to strikeout ratio goes, but opponents are practically batting .350 against him. He's got 2 complete games. Not much better last year in his rookie year either. So maybe we can do a little damage against them. Take a look at the Rangers defense in the field. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Here's Tom Brookins leading off for the first time this season. And Tommy gets a base hit into left field. There we go. Off to a good start. We'll take a leadoff single. Runner on first for Sweet Lou. We're going to let him swing away. Whoa, base hit to left. Nice. So first and third, off to a good start. 2 hits. Here is Gibby. He's batting .331 versus righties. And Gibby pops it up. Looks like it's going to be in foul ground on the first base side. And there is 1 out. So here is Alan Trammell. He's crushing it since we moved him into the cleanup spot. We're going to let him swing away. See how this pays off. Right back to the pitcher. And a run does score on that. They can't turn 2. They get Whitaker at second base, and it's 1-0 Detroit. Next up is JT with 2 down. And Thompson gets a base hit into center field, so 3 hits for Detroit. As we have runners on first and second for Parrish. Parrish had the day off yesterday, as I mentioned earlier. And he slaps it to right, and it falls in for a hit. Trammell scores from second. That's an RBI single. Thompson standing on third, so it's first and third. 2-0 Detroit for Reggie Jackson, who had a really good game yesterday. Really his first one as a Tiger. He's 3 for 5 against Don Kainer. Oh, and he strikes out swinging. So that is the third out. And we have ourselves a 2-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the first. Here is the Rangers lineup. Leading off in left field is Jim Norris. Batting second at shortstop is Wayne Tollison. Batting third at first base is Steve Garvey. Batting cleanup and catching is Darryl Porter. Batting fifth in right field is Richie Zisk. Batting sixth at third base is Tucker Ashford. Batting seventh at second base is Bump Wills. Batting eighth and DHing is Johnny Grubb. And batting ninth in center field is Mickey Rivers. Jerry Ujdur actually hasn't been too bad in the starter's role, making his sixth start. He's 0-3 at that .428 ERA. More walks than strikeouts. That's always terrible, but opponents are only batting .262 against him. We've kind of kept him limited to under 5 innings. You'll see here that his last 4 starts have not been, it's not lasted too long, but I guess we've limited him. He hasn't really given up too many runs, so maybe today is the day we let him go a little bit longer. As you take a look at the Tigers' defense there. And Jim Norris will lead off against Jerry Ujdur here in the bottom of the first. Ground ball to Tommy. And Brookins tosses him out. There's 1 down. Next up is Wayne Tollison. Ground ball to Trammell. That is the second out. So 2 down for Steve Garvey. And this should be a quick 1-2-3 inning as Garvey pops it up onto foul ground. Oh, no! I totally jinxed it. Come on. That is not fair. Trammell drops the ball. He must have heard me. Wow. I got to learn to keep. Garvey is on first with Darryl Porter up next. And Garvey tries to steal second base and really make me pay. But Parrish guns him down. And no harm, no foul. We go to the top of the second. Here's Barry Bonnell leading off against Don Kainer. Getting a spot start in center. Hey, base hit to right. So we have a leadoff man in the first 2 innings on. And we're not going to go for a double. We are going to let Gary Hancock. We're going to let Gary. We're going to hit and run. Try to stay out of the double play. Use that 87 contact. Oh, man, he's going to bloop it into left center field, and it's going to be caught. There's one down. So runner on first. Here's Tommy Brookins. I'll let Tommy swing away. Shoots it to right, and it falls in right in front of the right fielder, Zisk. Bunnell takes third. It's first and third now. Brookins 2 hits. And his batting average over 200 for the first time in quite a while. All right, we're going to let Sweet Lou swing away. We got all that speed at first. Shouldn't be a double play. I guess we'll find out. Oh, Whitaker hits it right into the ground. What's going to happen here? Why is it going so slow? I don't even know what happened. It's just taking its sweet time thinking about it. And an error. Okay, well, we'll take it. It's worth the wait. As a throwing error by Darryl Porter allows a run to score. Everybody's safe. And it's first and third. Still only one out. Gibson hits a ground ball, sneaks past the third. That's an RBI single. It's 4-0 Detroit. This is a good start to the game. First and second now for Trammell. Trammell base hit up the middle. Okay, 8 hits for Detroit. RBI single for Trammell. Still only one out. Here's Thompson. We're going to let everybody keep swinging away until we prove we can, they can get us out. Thompson. Oh, it falls in. I thought that was going to be caught by the center fielder. But it falls in front of Rivers, and a 90% chance. I'm going to take that chance. There we go. Pays off. So Trammell coasts into third. 6-0 Detroit. Kainer only at 34 pitches, but I guess there's no one in the bullpen. Lance Parrish. This should be a sac fly to right center field. Yep, Trammell tags, scores. Let's give Parrish an RBI. And it's 7-0. 2 down now for Reggie. Hey, there we go. Reggie gets a base hit to right. 10 hits. It's first and third. 1 2/3 innings, 10 hits. That is crazy. All right, Bunnell. Bunnell started off the inning with that single. So we bat through the order as Bunnell grounds out to second, and we go to the bottom of the second inning. 7-0. Here is Darryl Porter. Porter lining out to center field. Play made by Bunnell. 1 down. Next up is Richie Zisk. Oh, there we go. Oh, nope. I thought that was going to be the first hit. Trammell snags it. Tosses out Zisk. There's 2 down. It's going to leave it up to Tucker Ashford. And Ashford, fly ball to center field. Will that fall in? Oh, nope. It'll be caught by Bunnell. A 1-2-3 inning for Ujdur. We go to the top of the third. Gary Hancock will lead off the inning. And there's his base hit. So it's 11 hits total. Does everyone have a hit already? They do. Hancock was the last batter that did not have a hit. That is crazy. It's only not even the first out of the third inning. That's pretty remarkable. So Gary's on first. 7-run lead. We're just going to let everyone keep swinging away. Maybe someone will run into one here as Brookins is going to fly out to center. 1 down. Hancock still on first for Sweet Lou. Lou base hit to left. That's 12 hits. And they're going to keep Kainer in there. He is only at 46 pitches. So runners on first and second. Here's Gibby. And they walk Gibby. That's still not enough. They've still not seen enough from Kainer as Trammell steps in. Only one grand slam for the Tigers this year. That was Parrish, if I recall correctly. Let's see here. Oh, no. Trammell strikes out. That's the second out. Here's a batter more qualified to hit a grand slam, as Thompson's leading the league in homers, and he strikes out. So back-to-back Ks. We didn't get a single run that inning, despite loading the bases. We go to the bottom of the third. Bump Wills leading off against Ujdur, and that looks like the first hit. Falls in. There we go. So there goes the no-hitter for Ujdur. Wills on first. Here's Johnny Grubb. Base hit to right. Wills with that speed takes third. First and third now for Mickey Rivers. Grubb and Rivers had back-to-back home runs in yesterday's game. And a wild pitch. This is making me nervous already. So run scores on the wild pitch by Ujdur. Grubb takes second. And then, I thought that was ball four. I guess that was a borderline call either way. But we'll take the strikeout. One down for Jim Norris. Grubb in scoring position. And Norris is going to fly out to center. But no, that was deep, 389 feet. Grubb does not tag. Two down for the shortstop Wayne Tollison, and there's a base hit. So the run scores from second, it is 7-2. RBI single for Tollison. That's going to bring up Steve Garvey, and that might fall in for a hit. Okay, there we go. Though with this slightly askew angle, it's hard to size it up as Garvey flies out to right. Rangers get 2 runs back. It's 7-2. Let's see if we can't keep the pedal to the metal with Lance Parrish leading off. There we go. Base hit to right. 13 hits for Detroit. Reggie Jackson up next. Ground ball to third. And an error by the third baseman, Ashford, and everybody's safe. Okay, and Kainer still in there. 3 innings, 13 hits. First and second for Barry Bonnell. Ground ball to first. That could be 2. Yep. They turn 2. Parrish standing on third. We need an insurance run here from Hancock. Ground ball to short. And that's it. So it looks like we got all the hits early on, as Kainer can't really say he's settling in, but at least he hasn't given up a run in 2 innings. Darrell Porter will lead off the bottom of the fourth. Fly ball to right at the base of the wall. Caught by Hancock for the first out. 1 down for Richie Zisk. Ground ball to first. Thompson makes the play. 2 outs. Here's Tucker Ashford. And Ashford dumps it into right center field. That one falls in. 4th hit for the Rangers. Ashford on first. Bump Wills to the plate. And he might bloop it in. I can't tell anymore. There we go. It's caught by the left fielder, Gibby. And that is the 3rd out. So we're going to the top of the 5th. Kainer lasted to the 5th here so far. Brookins leading off the inning. Ground ball right to short. Tollison tosses him out. 1 down. Here's Sweet Lou. Base hit to center. Okay, falls in. And no, we're not going to go for 2. We are going to let Gibby swing away here. As the Tigers have 14 hits. Base hit up the middle. There is the 15th hit against Kainer, and he's still in the game. Crazy. Okay, so Trammell to the plate. One down. Runners at first and second. Ground ball, base hit. Through the left side. Whitaker. Do we want to send him home? Oh, man. We do have Thompson coming up. He is a double play candidate. But the ball's right here. I mean, that would just be stupid. So we're going to say no. We're going to request, we're up by 5 runs. But we need to get at least 1 run back. We're going to request a sac fly. I'm giving him the signals. I'm touching my cap. I'm touching my cup. My cup full of liquor, that is. And there we go. That works. Fly ball to center field. Whitaker tags up and scores. RBI to JT. Good job by him. Oh, and Bob Babcock is in the game. What did he... Okay, Thompson, I got that against Babcock. I did not see that. Do we want to have him tag up and go to third? No, never get the third out at third. That is something he should be able to get, and he is safe. So a little bit of a risk. Here's Bob Babcock. Sorry I missed that, folks. Pitching. 14th game this season, 3.91 ERA, more walks than Ks. We've seen him twice already this series, right? Yeah. Gave up 2 runs in the first game of the series, and then he went 2 scoreless innings in yesterday's ball game. And they're bringing him back. Okay, runners at first and second, 2 outs. Here is Parrish. Parrish shoots it into left center field. It falls in, and yes, it does. And that's going to be a 2 RBI double for Big Wheel. And it's 10-2. I'm not done with this. We need to make up a lot of runs on this season. Babcock walks Reggie. So first and second now for Barry Bunnell. Bunnell, ground ball to short. And an error by Tollison. That's the 3rd error by the Rangers today. 2nd one by Tollison. And this game is brutal. I actually almost feel the pain for the Rangers. I know how it is. And a base hit by Hancock. That is the 18th hit for Detroit. 2 runs scored. It is 12-2. Brookins, back to the top of the lineup. He does have a home run against Babcock. Finally, pop up into foul ground on the first base side, and there's the 3rd out. So we are going to the bottom of the 5th, 12-2. We have Johnny Grubb leading off the bottom of the 5th. Line drive that gets right past Thompson for a base hit. So 5th hit for the Rangers. 23 total hits so far. Mickey Rivers up next, popping it up into foul ground on the third base side. And looks like Brookins made the play there. 1 down. Back to the top of the lineup with Jim Norris. Ground ball to Whitaker, turn 2. There we go. We'll take the double play, go to the top of the 6th. Good job, really, by Ujdur so far. I mean, who can you give the player of the game to? I mean, everybody's got at least 2 hits, but Jackson and Bunnell. Parrish is 3 for 3 with 4 RBI. I mean, I guess, how can you say no to 3 for 3 with 4 RBIs? Okay, top of the 6th, here we go, Sweet Lou. And Whitaker popping it up. Second baseman makes the play. 1 down, here is Gibby. Gibby's got a home run against Babcock. Ground ball to Wills. Back-to-back plays by Bump. 2 down. Here is Trammell. Oh, Trammell. Long gone. Wow. That is crazy. 394 feet. That is his 9th home run? 10th home run on the season. That was a smart move. Pat myself on the back, putting him in the cleanup role. 13-2 Detroit. Thompson up next, popping it up into foul ground, and that is the third out. We're going to the bottom of the 6th, 13-2. Ujdur at 68 pitches. I'd like to see him get through this one inning here. Tollison leads off, hitting a ground ball to Whitaker. 1 down. Next up, Steve Garvey. It's all gravy for Garvey as he gets a base hit to right. Down 11 runs. Gets himself his first hit of the day. Oh boy. Darryl Porter follows that up with a base hit of his own. First and second. 1 down. This is a good time for a double play, guys. Let's get another one right here with Zisk. Ground ball right back to Ujdur. They get the runner at second. They cannot complete the double play. So it's first and third. 2 down for Tucker Ashford. He's 1 for 2 on the day. And there's a base hit down the left field line. And that's going to be it for Ujdur. So Bump Will's batting .343 versus righties. We know he doesn't bat so well versus lefties. So we're going to turn him around. Calling Dave Rucker into the game. As take a look here, I'm sorry. This is his 7th game, 2.45 ERA. He had a rough game yesterday, right? Was it yesterday? Yeah, he gave up 2 runs and 3 hits in yesterday's game. He's got 5 Ks and 7 1/3. Let's get a K right here. With 2 down runners at first and second. Here's Bump Wills. Oh, come on. Wild pitch. Moving both runners up, and it's a 1-0 count now for Wills. And Wills hits a high fly ball to center field. Is that long enough? Oh, it falls just short. And we get lucky on that one. We go to the top of the 7th, 13-3. Lance Parrish, 3 for 3 with 4 RBIs. And Parrish is going to pop it up as they have a new pitcher in the ballgame. It's Charlie Huff. 33 years old. He always looked 90 years old. This is his 9th. No, I guess this would be his 8th since he's already got an out. 1.15 ERA. Pitching pretty good. 15 innings pitched, 11 Ks. Opponent's batting only 148. It's hard to believe that it's 1981 and Charlie Huff was the Marlins' opening day starter of their expansion year in 1993. So 1 down. Here's Reggie Jackson. I thought that was going to be a base hit, but it holds up long enough for the center fielder Rivers to catch it. So 2 down. Here's Barry Bonnell. And he's going to fly out to right. Almost a home run. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. We're going to keep Rucker in there to face these lefties. Johnny Grubb is the first of the 3. He hits a line drive to right. Caught by Hancock. I thought that was going to be a hit. I just can't tell. I can't really call my shot as Rivers with 1 down grounds out to Whitaker. Next up is Jim Norris. And a quick 1-2-3 inning. And we go to the top of the 8th. Gary Hancock leading off. He's 2 for 4, 2 ribbies. And there's another base hit for Gary. 20 hits for the Tigers today. Here's Tom Brookins. And Brookins strikes out. We are going to do something a little unusual. We're going to take out Whitaker. We're going to bring in Mark Wagner to get a pinch hit appearance. play second base. Get some of the scrubs in there. Get him in on this action. Oh, man, I thought it was going to fall in for sure. So Wagner flies out to left. Going to let Gibby swing away. And who knows? I don't know. There we go. It's going to be caught for the third out. So we're going to leave Wagner at second base, as he is not a traditional second baseman, but played middle infield all right, I guess. We're going to take out Dave Rucker. Good job by him. We're going to bring in... we're going to bring in Tom Hume. Let's give him some work. Tom Hume, first appearance of the 1981 season. He's going to face Wayne Tollison. Tollison flips it to left. Caught by Gibby. There's one down. Next up is Garvey. Garvey must have hit a home run against Hume last year. Garvey flies out to right. Two down. Here is Darryl Porter. 1 for 3 on the day. And Hume walks Porter. Maybe a little rusty. Runner on first for Richie Zisk. Zisk hits it right here, and that's an error. Oh boy. Okay, so first and second. We got to work out the kinks here with Tom Hume. Tucker Ashford up next. Ground ball to Wagner. And there we go. There's the third out. Pardon me. I needed a little drink of my magic elixir, also known as whiskey. We go to the top of the ninth. It's 13-3. Charlie Huff is still in there. We're going to let Trammell take another bat. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have. Strikes out. 2 Ks for Huff. Here is JT. Thompson walks. That means we're going to bring in a pinch runner for Thompson. We're going to bring in Jeffrey Leonard. Runner on first for Lance Parrish. Parrish hits a ground ball to short. That might be 2 anyway. It is. All right, so we need someone to play defense at first. I guess we're going to put Hatcher in there. I don't know what kind of a first baseman he is. Substandard. So we got a bunch of lefties, but we're going to give Hume a chance to pitch another inning here. Bump Wills. Oh, boy. Wills walks. Runner on first for Johnny Grubb. Ground ball to short. Turning 2. Nice. Double play. We're down to the final out. Nice game by Detroit here. Let's finish it off right here. Fly ball to center field by Mickey Rivers. And it falls in for a hit. It's not over now. It's a 10-run rally coming. I can feel it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Base hit by Jim Norris into left field. It's first and second now for Wayne Tollison. And then Hume drills Tollison right in the knee. Must have looked at him funny. Okay, let's stop screwing around here. Let's get Steve Garvey. We're back to the right hand. We get, these were all lefties and switch hitters, so this is it right here for Tom Hume. Let's go. Oh no, I don't know. Is that going to fall in? It's caught. Thank you. That is the ball game. 13-3. Tigers win. Don't forget, we got the draft coming up. That's a much-needed victory there, as the draft is already ready to go. So it's going to go right to it. Let's go ahead and get right after it. I believe we have the 18th pick overall, something like that. So let's hit OK. Let's get it going. Oh boy. So let's take a look here at the draft so far. The Cubbies took Cal Daniels with the first pick overall of the 1981 draft, Lenny Dykstra. Nails goes to Oakland. Mark McGwire, listed as a third baseman, goes to the Mariners. Bobby Bowe, Braves. Mike Stanley, good catcher, on Cleveland. Mike Greenwell, excellent underrated hitter for Boston. On Pittsburgh, Javier Ortiz from Milwaukee. Mike Huff to the Giants. Matthias Carrillo. I don't know anything about that guy. Crime Dog, Fred McGriff on the Royals. Denny Gonzalez to Toronto. Edgar to the Metropolitans. Big Daddy Cecil Fielder to Minnesota. Randy Johnson, big unit, 14th overall pick to the Reds. Russ McGinnis, catcher to the Padres. Dale Sveim to the White Sox, and Shane Mack to Baltimore. Okay, so I don't know if how many of you are new to this, but we go over here to the amateur draft, and what I like to do is I like to do two things really quick. Take a look at peak, and of course this is where they project the numbers will turn out, and this is basically part of your scouting department, and you really can't rely on this, but I do like to take a look and see what the game thinks these players might turn into. And you don't see any big names up here, so screw it. We're going to go right to scouting, which is a more like advanced number. And as you can see, we got David Cone as the best available player. We have Paul O'Neill, who we also like. Scott Bankhead was not a bad player. Chris Bosio, I can't pick him, mostly for, his behavior. Phil Lombardi just passed away this week. Rest in peace to Phil Lombardi. Ken Caminiti, third baseman. We do need a third baseman. And he was an MVP, even though he was roided up. Got Dante Bichette. I think we got to go with Coney, right? I mean, he's a starting pitcher. We need starting pitchers. We have a few coming up the line. Man, I really do like... I'm a big Paul O'Neill fan, too. But we can't say no to Dave Cone. We're going to take a look at him real quick. And, these numbers are hard to read because he hasn't really been able to develop at a major league level. But look at that, 94, 96 fastball. He's got 4 pitches. Ground ball percentage is within reason for a big ballpark like the Tigers Stadium. So we're gonna take Dave Cone. I think it's really a no-brainer. Bam. Okay, let's finish out the rest of the first round, and then we'll buzz through the rest of this real quick. So, here we go. So Caminiti went right after to the Dodgers. Darryl Boston went to Philadelphia. Ravello Manzanillo went to the Cardinals. Marty Brown to the Rangers. Dave Cochran, life is a highway, all the way to Montreal. Mark Carrion to the Yankees. There's Paul O'Neill to Houston. And the first round wraps up with Darren Jackson to the Angels. Take a look here. Bichette's gone. Cangelosi. Greg Harris, pretty solid middle reliever. Starter and reliever, really. Bichette's gone. Okay, so let's take a look to see who is available here in the second round. Wow, okay, not a lot. Bankhead's still available. I tend not to, unless there's really no other option, I don't really like to go with pitcher and pitcher. I like to try to get some sort of a hitter. And we have Matt Noakes out there, who is a former Detroit Tiger. And pretty good player for a few years. Also Pat Borders, who is from Detroit. And I do like probably more. But I don't think we'd really need we do, I guess, need a catcher. There's David Wells, Boomer Wells. I think he might be a strong candidate. Sean Dunston, we don't need another shortstop. We're just scrolling down to the people who are on the list here. Actually, let's do this real quick and make sure. Okay. So, who is it going to come down to? I wish I had people's input right now. I'm thinking, I mean, how can you say no to David Wells? He pitched a perfect game while he was drunk. Yeah, I mean, there's not much difference between David Wells and those ahead of him. So we're going to go with Boomer. Wow, 2 starting pitchers. Hard to say no, but we're going to take them. And I'll just let everyone take a look here on their own. You can pause it and scroll through yourselves as I do a little move a little bit forward there. See Sean Dunston on the Padres. Oops. Okay. So let's take a look at the amateur draft here. Here we go. We have Bobby Thigpen available. We do need a closer. We don't really have any on our team. We like him. Mariano Duncan. Again, we don't need a shortstop. Mark Grant. He won an MVP as a closer. And Mark Leiter, Detroit Tiger. Shoot, there is really nobody. Brian Harvey was a closer for the Marlins, Angels and Marlins. I guess we could use a closer, right? Let's look at Bobby Thigpen before we make a decision. Fastball sits at 89 to 91. He's got 4 pitches. Hard to really tell here. Let's take a look at Brian Harvey. I wish I could find him. There he is. Brian Harvey. Fastball, 91, 93. He's got 2 pitches, fastball, forkball. Shoot. I think I like Brian Harvey better. Okay, we're going to go with Brian Harvey. We're going to pass on Bobby Thigpen. And we're going to take Brian Harvey. This is 3 pitchers. And I don't think anybody out there could argue with me that we need as many pitchers as we can get. I think I must have switched off the trannies here. Let's take a look here. There we go. Yeah, so Thigpen ended up going to the Brew Crew. Lance Johnson, we could have used another leadoff man, but that might have been a miss. We probably could have used him somewhere. Okay, why do I keep doing that? Let's take a look at the rest of the available players. We got another reliever, Eric Plunk, at the top. I think we have to take an infielder. Todd Benzinger is best on the board. Rick Maisharona. Keith Miller. Got some shortstops. Lots of short. Oh, Walt Weiss. Why is he doing way down here? Again, we don't really need middle infielders. We're set for a while there. Lou Thornton. Brumley. Shane Turner. I mean, we could really use an outfield. Rodney McRae, best known for crashing through the outfield wall in a minor league game, breaking his face. There's really nobody out there. This sucks. I guess maybe let's take Todd Benzinger, and because we might need a first baseman eventually. And Benzie was a pretty good first baseman for the Boston Red Sox. And he's got a little bit of power, a little bit of speed for a first baseman. And again, defensively not great, but we don't know how that's going to turn out. All right, Benzinger it is. Again, it'd be kind of fun to have people tell me what they think about these in real time before we make I think that might be our final pick. Just take a look here. All right. Okay, so who's still out there? This might be the last pick. Mark Leiter, best of the board. I like Mark Leiter, Detroit Tiger. We got a couple shortstops. Was Andres Thomas? I remember he was on the Braves. Yeah, was he good defensively? Nope. Can't even use him as a utility guy. What about Sam Khalifa? Nope. What about Walt Weiss? Yeah, he could play everywhere. Walt Weiss. He could be a backup. Or he could be future trade bait. I think it's going to be him. I do like Mark Leiter, though. Let's take a look at Mark Leiter. Holy cow, he's got 6 pitches. And a lot of ground balls. Whoa. Okay. Only a 55 endurance, so. Okay, you know what? I think we're going to take Mark Leiter. I mean, why not take 3 starting pitchers? Yeah, Mark Leiter. That's who it is. Oh, we get one more pick. Is Walt Weiss still available? Did I miss him over here? I can't see. Okay. Shipley, Brumley, Espy, Shane Turner, Joe Kamek. There's some catchers here. Don Wakamatsu. You can always throw a catcher in there. Mel Stottlemyre Jr. Okay. I shouldn't even be thinking this hard about the final pick. Okay, let's just take a look at Shipley. Nope. Brumley. Nope. And Cecil Espy. I'm kind of looking for like a utility player. Nope. Shane Turner? He could play 2 positions. All right, maybe Shane Turner, because we need somebody else. Ken Jackson? Nope. Okay, so we're going to make our final pick, and it is going to be... yeah, it's going to be Shane Turner. He could play a couple positions and maybe eventually be a bench player for us. So we're drafting Shane Turner. Boom. Okay, so that's it. We're done with the draft. Thanks, everyone. Let's take a look. I guess we haven't done any of the other things real quick. We get the win. We break our losing streak. Wow, Cleveland's lost 6 in a row. Baltimore, 6 in a row. Yankees, we always knew they were going to make a run. Transactions otherwise. Were there any trades or injuries that we maybe missed? Whoa. There was actually injuries right in the middle of the game, right in the middle of the draft. Ossie, George Frazier out 4 months. Oh, okay. I remember Ossie was something we saw before. Okay, pull up the box score. We'll get out of here. Who's the player of the game? I don't even remember. Feels like it happened so long ago. Thanks for watching, everyone. Like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed a whooping, which we really needed. Let's take a look at 4 RBIs by Parrish. He went 3 for 4. Hard to say no to that. Trammell, 3 for 6. Parrish. I think we're going to give it to Parrish. He did have the error. We're not going to fault him for that. So, yeah, Parrish will get the player of the game. Jerry Ujdur gets his first win of the season. He's 1-3. He pitched all right. And the bullpen did great. Hats off to Tom Hume, hopefully solidifying the closing position for us. Don Kainer takes a loss. Just brutal. Falls to 6-5. Gave up 16 hits, 10 runs, 7 earned. No, 1 walk, 3 Ks. So, not great. Thanks for hanging in there, everyone. Appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow with the first game of the 2 games against the Rangers. Everyone, have a great night.